Hi, this is Jill Russo Foster, and in this week's edition of Money Choices, I want to pull back the curtain and tell you about how I dealt with a medical issue the end of last year. So I needed surgery on my hand, as you can see it's better, and the surgeon I wanted was out of network, and medical insurance sometimes baffles me. I spent a couple of hours on the phone, but the bottom line was that the surgical center and the anesthesiologist were in network, so that was fine. I wouldn't owe a lot of money. But the doctor I wanted was out of network. So I did it at the end of the year because my deductibles were met, had some vacation time that I needed to use up, etc., etc. So why I tell you this is because my medical insurance, once you reach your deductible, the insurance company pays 80/20 of out of network. So to me means if it was a $1,000 bill, they'd pay $800, I'd pay $200. So after a long, lengthy conversation with our insurance carrier, some really great people there, I found out that one, the insurance company and the doctor's office don't have to speak beforehand. So you don't know how much you're going to owe because you don't have a diagnosis code or pre-approval or anything like that. So dealt with the billing office to get codes, etc., talked to the insurance company, back, forth. Anyway, I knew how much the surgeon was charging, and I had a general idea of what the insurance company was going to pay on the 80/20, but it turns out 80/20 is not 80/20 the way I would do the math. 80/20 is of what's reasonable and customary, and of course anything I wanted wasn't reasonable and customary here in Connecticut. It turned out that reasonable and customary turned out to be about 55% of what the surgeon charges. So I would owe almost half. And that was a lot of money in our budget. I did want the surgery, I did want it done, so I did go ahead and do it. But what I want to talk to you about is, yes, you can negotiate. So once the insurance company had just, figured out what they were paying, got the check, forwarded to the surgeon, now I had this huge bill. I spoke to the surgical office and the surgeon, and he's been a family surgeon, so this isn't the first time we've seen him. Anyway, I asked him if he was willing to negotiate his bill, and thankfully for me, he did negotiate it, and we owed a few hundred versus a few thousand, something that worked in my budget. So why I'm telling you this is you can negotiate with anybody. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but in this case it worked. It was a reasonable amount, a couple of hundred was reasonable in my mind for the surgery, and all went well that way. So you can negotiate and ask, and it's never like I can't pay the bill. It was more of, this is going to be a huge amount that I owe. Is there anything we can do to make this affordable? So you can negotiate medical expenses, the bottom line. Until next time, this is Jill Russo Foster.